Hey everyone, thanks for stopping by. Today I will be showing you my process on how I created this layout that I titled COVID Spooky Trick or Treat. It is a layout using my October Shimelle inspired Best of Both Worlds kit. If you're not familiar with Shimelle, she is amazing. And you can find her here on YouTube as well as on Facebook. Every month she puts together a kit. And the thing about Best of Both Worlds is that you can either buy the items or use inspiration and use stuff from your stash. So I decided I have plenty of stash, so I was going to use her kit as inspiration. I put this kit together back in October and then never used it. Actually, maybe used it once or twice, but I still have plenty of stuff. I am on a mission to use up the stuff that I already have in kits together so that I can create space in my craft room and use stuff before I don't love it anymore, because that's sometimes what happens. You love the thing when you buy it, you don't use it, and then poof, you don't like it anymore. So anyway, so this is going to be my process of how I create this layout. There'll be a couple more videos in the next few weeks using this kit. I had a lot of fun using it because it's not only Halloween. There's not much Halloween in it, but it's more like fallish oranges and, you know, those type of colors, more fall colors. So thank you for watching. If you are a subscriber, thanks for subscribing. I truly appreciate it. If this is your first time here, welcome. And I'd love it if you'd subscribe. And if you want notifications, click on the bell below and you'll get notifications probably twice a week of content that I have coming out, you know, for you. So thanks again. And I'm going to speed you up, not too fast, but enough where this is not a 3-hour long video. So thanks again. And here we go. Alrighty. So I'm going to start with this layout with some white cardstock, and we'll start cutting pieces of these 4 different pattern papers. At first I cut it at about 6 inches, and then I realized I really didn't need that much of that yellow, I guess that's a plaid paper. And I'm just going to continue cutting strips here of different orange papers. I mean, I really liked using this kit because some of those papers are like, they're not even, these companies don't even exist anymore. So it was great getting them used up. And I really love how this page turned out. So I'm just, like I said, cutting different pieces of paper, going through this kit that I have here. I used one of Shimelle's layouts from her October Best of Both Worlds as inspiration. And you'll see me here using some distress ink. I think this is spiced marmalade. And I'm using a, oh, what's his name? I don't remember what his name is. The new young guy that is doing a lot of stuff for Ranger. I think his last name is Harvey or Harley, something like that. Anyway, that's his stencil, and I've used this stencil a whole lot. I love how it turns out. The circles aren't like perfectly round, so it, you know, gives a little more of a whimsical look. And I thought it was a perfect scrapbook, a perfect little touch of mixed media for this scrapbook layout. I'm going to ink my edges as well with the spiced marmalade. And here's where I realized that I think I made my page, like my strips, too wide. So I will actually end up, once I glue them down, I'm going to kind of slide them over and then cut off the excess. So yeah, so I'm actually about 4 layouts into this, you know, at this point, which you will see the layouts in the future. I'm thinking this will be like a 6 video series. because there's quite a lot in there, and I still have a few full page. I'm not going to say a lot. I have a few full page pieces of paper still, and I really want to use up as much as I can from this kit, because then, you know, it's a win-win. So here's where where I'm starting to cut everything down a bit. I wanted to use that Paige Evans, I think it's a Paige Evans, that striped paper, and I cut a very thin strip of that orange paper, and now I'm just going to start putting things down, and you will see me flip this over and cut off the excess. Because as you can see, there is plenty of it. And one of the things that I will be using is a Tracy Reed printout, and it was for a transparency, which, you know, I bought them. I printed this particular one out back in October, and then I never used it. And I think it just made this page like my favorite. I really love how it pops everything up, gives it the feel that you need, and it was a printable. I mean, I can print it again and use it again. Love using printables. So if you've never used a printable, definitely check out Tracy Reed. She has great digital elements and kits, and this is one of the there was, I think, 3 different transparencies that you could print out in this Halloween theme, and I used some old school it's a transparency that they used to use in schools for the projectors. That, you know, actually I bought it from a teacher friend of mine that she was, you know, obviously they've moved up in the world, so she didn't need them anymore. They're all using those whiteboards. So I lucked out. I got a big box of them real cheap, and I've used these printables many times for December Daily, for all kinds of different things. I haven't popped it up here yet because, you know, I'm still fiddling with the left side of this page, using this strip and trying to figure out where I want it to go. To add, you know, just change the color so it's not so orange. And there you see the transparency. It's so cool. It has like the bats flying, and there's like the moon. And I'm just going to add a little bit of adhesive to the left side, and I'm going to glue it down. Because at the end of the day, it's so thin that it's not going anywhere. So, and everything else is glued down, and I'm going to have some things on the right-hand side, because as you can see, the right-hand bottom corner, I end up mushing some ink onto the paper when I had the mixed marmalade open up, which is still open, but yeah, I kind of, you know, messed things up. So these pictures are from our Halloween in our home for the first Halloween that, you know, that we've been here. We actually came to see this house Halloween in 2019, and, you know, life was normal back then. So we really loved seeing all the kids trick-or-treating. Like, it just felt like such a family place that I think that helped us decide that we wanted this house. And the next day we put an offer in, and before you knew it, it was our home. And here we are. Never, ever imagining what 2020 was going to bring. I'm piecing this this piece of paper together to make my photo mat, because I don't have a full piece and there's not enough. So I'm just going to piece it together. And honestly, you can't even tell. But yeah, this is a great way to stretch what you have. And, you know, no one's going to see that it was pieced together. If it wasn't because it's on video, you would probably never even notice. But yeah, this, so my dog, so we put the candy in a basket, you know, since it was a socially distanced Halloween. And my dog, obviously, wanted to sniff it, and she, she of course needed to stick her nose in the container. So we put the basket out front, but really didn't get that many kids. We probably got about maybe a dozen kids come by, which, we were okay with that. It is, it is what it is. And we had a lot of chocolate left over because we bought like 10 bags. I don't think we even went through one bag. So we ate a lot of chocolate. So I'm adding these little houses, and this is a sticker sheet from, I'm not even sure who, maybe Pebbles. It says American Crafts up there, so I think. I really can't see it. The screen's too small. But it might be Pebbles. But I thought it was so cute. It was from a newer collection, and I definitely wanted to, I included it in this kit back in October. I'm popping up the candy because I want to put both those pieces of candy up top, kind of like right there, since this picture is about Halloween candy, and I thought they were so cute. So I popped those there, and I started my title at the bottom, as you can see, the spookies there. And I think on this sheet, I'm going to find these little banners, which at the end, I cover most of them up, but they still look cute tucked there. So I was happy with that. And this is a sticker sheet that I've had for a long time, so I was happy to actually use it up. I'm going to add a few more bats to this, because remember, this kit is about using it up. So I figured the more I get on here, the better. I really like this little, I don't know, Polaroid little mat. And it said trick or treat. So I added it to the picture to kind of highlight the basket of candy. Because if not, you would really probably not be sure what you were looking at. And I am popping up this little sticker that says trick or treat. So basically it says spooky trick or treat right now. I'm looking at these puffy stickers, and I'm adding some of the bats. I'm going to add that little crow there and a couple of these little ghosts, which are so freaking cute. Yeah, that collection is by Pebbles. So I wanted to add the puffy just to give myself a different texture. And now I'm adding some of these orange enamel dots. So now I'm going to use these American Craft thickers to spell out COVID. And it's going to say COVID Spooky Trick or Treat, since that's basically what that Halloween was all about. So this page is almost together. I mean, I'm just going to add a few more little bits and pieces. I was going to use this silver Shimelle Alpha to add the year. But then I was like, I have a lot of gold. I didn't want to add another metallic. I'm going to look through these pieces and see if there's anything else I can use. I don't think I really see anything that calls my name, and I have no idea. Those might be from an old Hip Kit Club. And I find this other package, and I think these are Vicky Boutin, and it has that word remember, and I really wanted to put that there. I really liked it. I was trying to use some more stuff from here. This is not a Halloween ephemera pack, but the remember really worked. I thought the colors, even though it was a craft color instead of brown, it still worked fine. There's a few other pieces that I have in here. You're going to see me pull one out that says love this. Yes, I didn't love the COVID trick or treat, but I did love my dog sniffing the candy in her little pink sweater. And I didn't realize that had glue. I have no idea. That might be a Heidi swap piece. It worked. It's going in. So now I'm just going to add my journaling there, and you will see me add the date of October 31st, 2020, as well as some Heidi Swap Color Shine, and I'm going to add it behind here and behind the acetate piece, and it actually makes a really cool effect on it. So yeah, so that's my video. Thanks for watching, and I will see you soon. Have a great day.